song backwards.
Yeah.
Reasons in the 1500s for France to expand were gold, glory, and God. They also wanted to expand in trades in spices and cotton across the world. They also desired to compete with Portugal, Britain, Spain, and the Netherlands, all of which had already expanded across. Religion also played a large role, as they wanted to spread Catholicism, and later on, Huguenots would also take refuge.
The French also settled in the Caribbean, in Haiti, Guadeloupe, and Martinique. Here, they set up large plantations and shipped African slaves over to do their work, which later resulted in a large uprising from African slaves that would give way to a mainly African government within these small states. In Quebec, they would use the furs that they trapped and send back to France as commodities. Then the French went to India, received spices to take back to France that were very valuable.
Calvinism and Catholicism spread to the natives in French lands. The Caribbean was used to produce tobacco, cotton, and sugar, and spices and exotic goods were taken from their colony in India, leading to an expansion in riches for France.
The French were moderately late to the game of westward exploration. In fact, it wasn't till a French privateer took over a Spanish ship and found it filled with silver and gold that they became really interested. 2 explorers were originally hired to explore westward and try to find a trade route to India. The first one was Giovanni de Verrazzano. Giovanni looked for a west passage to India, but instead laid claim to parts of what is now the United States, in California and Louisiana. Unfortunately, he never found India. Another famous person or sailor from France was Jacques Cartier. You may remember him from exploring the St. Lawrence River as far as the eventual site of Montreal. Finally, the most famous possibly of all of them is Samuel de Champlain. He founded Quebec in Canada and made it a trade post. He's what started the fur trade in Canada and many other sources of revenue from westward expansion